Will you come ahead and start the music? Mm.
Yeah.
Our opening prayer tonight. To the north, where our ancestors sleep. To the east, where our dreams are born. To the south, where we are wrapped in light. To the west, where wisdom pours into our hearts. To the great above, where Father Sun and Grandmother Moon and the star nations dance our stories into being. To the great below, where Mother Earth holds our roots as they grow in this garden we call home. To the here and now, where we align with the goodness that is. Mm-hmm. Okay. Charlie, huh? Okay.
No, I want him to on him. Thanks, Charlie.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I am so grateful to have this opportunity tonight to share this potent evening with all of you. We have come together tonight to pay homage to an important moment in our spiraling journey through the cosmos. And this particular solstice is really special because not only is it the longest night of the year, but it's also the beginning of a new era. I don't have to tell any of you that 2020 was a very different kind of year. The pandemic energy was and is still incredibly stressful, and it put everyone into a sort of forced hibernation that most of us are not equipped to navigate. And then the social unrest was explosive, and it really opened our eyes to our inner shadows and our cultural shadows that we have been desperately clinging to, that we've been hiding behind, that we have been blissfully ignorant and unhealthily ignorant of but as Kamala Harris said in her acceptance speech, and Joe Biden as well, the way forward for us to heal is through like finding peace and justice. It's not by trying to get rid of the shadows in the world or internally. It's really more about the way to heal truly is to get in the dark and be in the dark and to learn how to turn that sense of falling into flying. In the tarot, this sensation is known as the Fool's Leap. It's when you leap off the edge of what you've known and end up in the abyss. It's that moment of surrender and suspension between the inhale and the exhale. When that first spark of light comes into being. And the winter is all about gestation and slowing down to a point of stillness. It's when we can sit with those seeds of our intentions and hold them in our metaphorical womb, no matter what your gender or your physical anatomy is. We all have a energetic womb space. And I know that is where we go in the winter.
Let me turn page.
So in ancient cultures, I've been doing a lot of research recently about the solstice, and I found that in many of the northern ancient cultures, the sun was actually a goddess who was often portrayed as a reindeer who may I have one?
Yeah.
One moment. So the sun goddess was a reindeer because the reindeer are the species of deer whose the females are actually the ones who keep their antlers all winter long. And so in the mythology, they would be the ones to hold the sun and carry it through the winter to keep it safe. And there are actually a great many cultures who have mythologies of animals swallowing the sun over the winter and over the dark nights so that they can keep it safe. And later in the spring, they magically birth it back into the heavens. Now, all of these stories were created because surviving the winter and the darkness still to this day is it's brutal. Truly, truly brutal. And we all need reassurance that the sun is safe, that the spring will come, that we'll have food again. We need that reassurance that life will return. Hmm. And these stories were created because I lost my place.
If you want me to read for a while, so you can do the
I'm fine.
meditation. Okay.
Where am I?
You're right here.
Ah. Hmm. So these stories were created so that we could have faith in the cycles of nature. Actually, yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Sure. I'm going to give Lindsay a break here.
Yeah.
Ancient and indigenous people were deeply connected to the earth and the cycles of nature, but the past 2,000 years or so, we've been working hard to get as far away from nature as possible. This year has felt like a feverish culmination point. But for that brief
Yeah.
moment, yeah, When it seemed like all of humanity shut down in March and April, the earth herself had a moment to breathe. And then suddenly, all the wool got ripped from our eyes and the bandages came off, exposing just how wounded and sick and blind we have collectively become. And also how interdependent and interwoven we are globally. Not everyone is ready to work on healing this with love and compassion, but so many of us are. And that is what we are here for today. Today is special in that it is, according to many astrologers, truly the beginning of the age of Aquarius, as Saturn and Jupiter align in the sky. I wish it weren't cloudy tonight.
I know.
It's a soft science, but after the year we've just had, this feels like a deep signal for hope. Hope that we will collectively rise up to a greater consciousness of radical love and authentic soul expression. Hope that we will do everything that is necessary to save the planet from the destruction we have wrought in the past 2,000 years. This is a potent and powerful time to compost what no longer serves us and to plant the seeds of intentions for divine expansion and a deepening of our interconnectedness with all that is. To shine the light through the darkness so that we can find a way forward with grace. Okay.
So now I want us to do a meditation together. But before we begin, I'm going to ask you to gather a writing utensil, some paper, a candle, and I want you to turn off your lights. All your lights. We will unplug those. Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you really won't be able to see anything. So anytime I can give you a break.
Okay.
Okay. Because I know the meditation is the most important thing.
Yeah. I love seeing everyone's face glowing in the screen.
Okay.
Ha ha!
How are you going to read this?
I don't know. There's another one back on. Sorry.
Can't read in the dark.
So I'm just checking to see if everyone looks like everyone is almost ready. So those of you, I can't see everyone, but I'm guessing no. No, we should not light our candles yet. There will be a magical moment for that to happen. So I'm wondering if no, never mind. So let's go ahead. Get nice and comfy. And if it feels right to shut your eyes,
Okay. You want to have that song?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then if you can play the next song. Oh, this is an invitation to leap into the abyss, a leap of faith into the unknown darkness. No ground to stand on, no light to see by, simply surrender. You are in the dark. This is an ending to everything that you were, everything you knew, everything you believed. But remember that you can breathe. Something deep, deep inside, in the core of your being, senses a shift in the darkness. It is a safe place to be. Listen to the rhythm and the pulse of your cells. Breathe. Expand. Open. There is no need for fear. You are falling, but you are flying. You are soaring. You are floating. This is a place of ultimate potential. Find the place of stillness in the dark in yourself. Breathe. What wisdom comes to you in this darkest dark? What wisdom does your body feel in the stillness? Breathe. As you inhale, feel a spark of life ignite in your chest. With each breath, let this flame grow. Bigger and brighter. This is your flame. Let it warm your heart. Let it warm your belly. You are holding a piece of the sun. You have been keeping it safe through the chaos of this past year. Remind this tender flame that it is loved. It is loved. You are holding a divine light right there in your chest. Let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When you are ready, let that flame from your heart light your candle. This light is your gift, your soul fire. Uh-huh. Mm. I'm going to ask everyone to hold their candle up to the screen.
Yeah.
So that you may be alone physically, but like you are in a glowing circle of so many bright souls.
Isn't that wonderful?
Let this circle fill with light as we begin to amplify our radiance simply by being in communion with each other. When we can all let our light shine, we will be able to light the whole world. Mm. You are all so glorious and beautiful, and I love you. I love you all. Mm. Wow. So while we're listening to this next song and really getting to know our candles, I want you to write down what you discovered in the darkness. Write down what it is that lights you up. Write down what you want to shed and compost from this past year and any part of your life. And then write down what you want to call in, what you want to amplify with the light of this circle. So then if you can play the third song.
The Shortest Day by Susan Cooper. There's some light. Okay. And so the shortest day came and the year died. And everywhere down the centuries of the snow-white world came people singing, dancing to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their homes with evergreen. They burned beseeching fires all night long to keep the year alive. And when the New Year's sunshine blazed awake, they shouted, reveling. Through all the frosty ages, you can hear them echoing behind us. Listen. All the long echoes sing the same delight this shortest day. As promise wakens in the sleeping land, they carol, feast, give thanks, and dearly love their friends, and hope for peace. And now, so do we, here, now, this year, and every year. Welcome, Yule.
Woo!
And we have a closing prayer.
But before we do, when we are done here, I'm going to ask that you burn that paper in your candle and then offer it up to the heavens and give the ashes to the earth. Or you can hold on to it until New Year's. But then, really, you have to burn it. Otherwise, the magic won't work.
Can we see it?
This is adapted from a prayer by Marita, one who catches lightning. Teach us to shed the energies of the past that no longer serve us. Show us how to walk softly on the earth in the beauty way. Teach us your ways beyond fear, beyond anger, beyond death, beyond guilt, beyond shame, beyond all the mythologies and beliefs that no longer serve us. Teach us to be impeccable, luminous beings, peaceful warriors who have no need to engage in battle internally or externally, but instead are able to support ourselves in asking for and receiving what we desire, so that we can leap into who we are becoming, and so that we can create from a place of love. Thank you, Mother. Thank you for sustaining us with your bounty, for supporting our healing work on your belly, and for always taking those energies which are too heavy for us and emoting them for us, so that we do not have to carry them any longer, so that we can truly be free to create extraordinary lives filled with joy, abundance, love, and support. Thank you for bringing us together to sing the song of life one more day, to dance this dance of co-creation, and to take it beyond where it has been before, into this new era of growth, grace, and light. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
Happy Yule. Happy Yule.
Then
Last song, Lynn.
Dios guardó del lobo a nuestra cordera. Dios guardó del lobo a nuestra cordera. El lobo rabioso la quiso morder, mas Dios poderoso la supo defender. Quiso la hacer que no pudiese pecar, ni un original esta virgen no tuviera. Riu, riu, chiu, la guarda ribera. Dios guardó del lobo a nuestra cordera. Dios guardó del lobo a nuestra cordera. Desde que es nacido ese gran monarca, Cristo patriarca de carne vestido, a nos redimido con se hace chiquito, y aunque infinito, finito se hiciera. Riu, riu, chiu, la guarda ribera. Dios guardó del lobo a nuestra cordera. Dios guardó del lobo a nuestra cordera. Muchas profecías lo han profetizado, y a
Mm.
Thank you all.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to see you all. Mm. Oh,
So many blessings.
so many blessings. Katie Fufu, mwah, I love you. Molly. We've made a Yule log that we're going to kind of set fire to in our fireplace in a little while. So if you have a fireplace, I mean, it's not that cold out tonight here anyway, but it might be a good night for doing that.
I understand what that is.
A Yule log?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a log that you decorate with whatever feels right, you know, evergreens, and I'm actually putting some rosemary and some thyme I'm going to tie to it, and then we're going to just, you know, once the fire gets going, we're going to just toss that in there and kind of bring in the, you know, kind of bring that light back.
Oh, so sad.
Oh,
The Yule log is from last year.
last year's Christmas tree.
Oh, well. How?
Ah, you chop off the limbs and carve the symbol of the sun into it.
Oh my
I had no
God.
idea. That's wonderful. I love that.
Lynn Davidson said she recorded it.
Yep.
Yeah, we did. Okay, we'll have to do that for next year.
All right, everyone. Many blessings. Have a wonderful evening. I'm